Greetings to the universe. All praises due to Almighty El. Thank you to all my beautiful subs, my righteous warriors, my four pillars, Earth Joe, Earth Dog, Fernando, B-Man. Thanks to the Archangel, Celestial Hosts. Thank you to Almighty El for making all things possible. Now we can see that I listened to a few channels today just to see what's going on, and some of them are saying the big NIBIRU cataclysm is fake. Kudos to them. They finally caught up. Major League Truth is a Major League Truth movement, and you cannot stop it. Thanks to Israel, thanks to Rizzy, thanks to all my beautiful subscribers that watch and support. I've been showing you the truth from the beginning. And right now the big channels, they're like putting two different pair of shoes on to try to go run a marathon, when I've had my golden fiery shoes on from the beginning. You see the Crystal City made a shelf cloud coming in. This is over Denver that I'm going to show you some footage this morning. This is why they call it the Dragon Family. You know, this is not to be mistaken with the dragon, the old liar, the whisperer. This is the holy dragon, and Christ is the whisperer of this dragon. All right. You know, I could just sit here with just this picture and talk all day long, but I got so much footage I want to show you. It's bananas. As you can see, Nibs is sitting there. Okay. And if you look close enough, there's plenty more orbs in the picture. It's full. This is the Dragon Family. This is what they do. Okay? There's no playing around. When I tell you guys what's been going on, I've been telling you the same thing from the beginning, and I've not been vacillating. I've been giving you all the facts. All right? That's the sun making its way to rise back here. Okay? Crystal City flying right in front of NIBIRU. Okay? Now some will say, you know, you're just making that up, MLT. Well, it's like Papa Tomato to Baby Tomato. They're now catching up. Shout out to Earthly Patriot. She made a real good video today. And she's one of the only big ones that I still watch. I might watch them out of curiosity. I used to be subscribed to all NIBIRU channels and all Watcher channels. Not for the necessarily verbal or informational content. I look for this content. I look for footage because they all had different footages. But now, I can get my own footage. That's why I started my own channel, so that I can get my own footage. I don't have to rely on them. Now in the footage, you'll see this is the Crystal City, making this counterclockwise. You see there's an orb here. What you see here is the infrared rays. As I've told you, NIBIRU is an intergalactic ship. There's all kind of orbs here. And what you think we got back here sitting behind this holy stuff? It's holy nibs sitting in your sky. Without any doubt. I'm sure there's some will say there's a doubt that that's NIBIRU. It's plain as day, and you can see it for yourself. It's putting out these infrared rays And it also has the crystal ship that's going around with the holy smoke. The holy mist of God. Now this is today at 11:45. The whole sky is misty and overcast, so we could hardly see anything. But this is what's going on behind the clouds, people. I'll show you in the footage. NIBIRU came up on the sunrise this morning, as I showed you, over Denver. Now, it made its way over to the west, and here's coming off the west at 11:45 today. It's there for you to see, people. In the Earthly Patriots video today, she said she's got lots of celestial orbs she's seen in Cozumel. And I commented and I told her it was a great video, that I would be making a video with some of that Cozumel kind of footage later on today. I'm not going to mention the other channels because pretty much I'm alright with EP. You know, she doesn't shout me out. The only NIBIRU channel that shouts me out is B-Man. And Fernando. Okay? So the other channels, I'm not gonna talk about them or mention them because I've learned from them to play their game. Sun is now rising. That's your Crystal City. It's going counterclockwise, as you'll see in some of the footage that I'll show you. You'll see some of this in the footage from this morning. Now, here's the sun rising. Here's your Crystal City going across the sun, just as I showed you. And you got NIBIRU sitting back there, just as I showed you. Okay? So this is today. This is in the Gulf. This is looking at the sunrise. Just like we were in Denver when I started, and I showed you the sunrise. So this is also looking east. Okay, you see a Crystal City coming in, making its big shelf cloud. You know, this was New York, 3 o'clock today. Similar to the kind of pics I've showed you in the past. Look at this celestial chariot rolling. To the naked eye, it looks like nothing. But you got to add the filters to see what's going on. That Nibs is back there. And this is a chariot. See? It's a structure. The structure all up through these atmospheric and cosmic creations. Okay? This is what you're not seeing on the Little Tomato channels, because they're still trying to catch up. And you know, you catch more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. See, this is New York. You know, they're trying to chemtrail the sunset today. You know, it's ridiculous. So let's go to the footage, because I'll try not to make this video too long. I also wanted to talk about the gravitational thing. I have a little footage there that I want to show you. So it's 6:13. We're looking in the Gulf. The sun is going to rise here, believe it or not. So these light sources are the Dragon family. These are the celestial orbs that you're seeing in Cozumel. You're seeing in Italy. You're seeing in Africa. It's worldwide. But it's pretty much in the United States, most of all, because it's in the land of the eagles, where Christ has come to collect his chosen people. And to be chosen, Crystal City, sun. You see that? It's coming from here. It's going there. Alright? There's multiple orbs in this picture. NIBIRU is behind there. Okay? And it's still going. I backed it up. There it is here. It's 7:13. 7:43. 7:58. The sun is coming up. Look at that. As NIBIRU is sitting right there. Okay? And the Crystal City is going across it. Just like we're about to see in Denver. And you're seeing this from Florida. Now NASA is seeing this. The big channels are seeing it because I've been showing this on my channel all the time. So ignorance is no excuse for the law. Yeah, they all could sit around and say we didn't know, we were misinformed. We got this information from so-and-so, and Zacharias Stitchin said this, and Nostradamus said that, and Einstein said this, and all this blah, blah, blah. I've been telling them the same thing from the beginning. Your shelf cloud. Okay? It's going counterclockwise because NIBIRU is out here. NIBIRU is out here. Crystal City is going counterclockwise. You can see that. You can see the rotation. Okay? It's here. First it's here, then it's here, and then it's here. And you can see the rotation. It's moving. It's cloaked. Alright? So I've showed you that from over Denver here. I've shown you from the Gulf. It's all looking east to the sunrise this morning. The other picture with the electromagnetics and the infrared, that was over Ohio. So you see what's going on through the day. They're trying to chemtrail, and they're not chemtrailing to hide clouds that look like planets. They want to continue teaching us crap to hold back our ascension. But ascension is happening because Antarctica is going to move towards the east. Because when God created and the masters created the earth, there was no ice. It was a lush garden, a temperate zone. Okay? The ice came years later after man sinned. Like the Ice Age. Now this is from Pennsylvania. You can see what was going on today. They're coming off of the north, the northwest, and they're coming. You see that counterclockwise rotation that's going on? Because it started in the east and they worked their way over to the west. And now by 11, 12 o'clock, as I've showed you, by 11:44, quarter to 12 from Ohio, which is around here, I showed you NIBIRU sitting in the sky. So I've showed you NIBIRU before lunch. I've shown you to you before sunrise. All right. Now, I also have some footage from yesterday. Because, you know, as I said in my last video, playtime is over. I really don't want to be the type of person that goes after channels and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't bother me. I know they're learning, but they need to catch up, you know. The four directions, as I've stated in the past, there's the east, because it's the first. There's the second, which is the south. The south is special because the south is where the Most High will descend there. There in quite a special sense will he who is blessed forever descend. The west is where the luminaries go to wane, and they go down. Okay, so with that being said, that was the reason for the gravitational wave in Australia. I want you to look at some of the footage that I have, some of the pics that I have from the 21st. This is at 2:59, and apparently you can see this looks like the end of the gravitational wave, because this is at 2:59. This is not the sun here, low on the horizon. The sun is going to come here on the horizon in about 2 hours. So this is NIBIRU, and you see where it's sitting, because we're looking in Ohio, and we're looking to the southwest. So this is at 2:29. All this was from on the 21st, because after I saw B-Man's gravitational video, I mean, it popped up. I used to be subscribed to mostly every Watchman and NIBIRU channel out there. Right now, I'm only subscribed to a very few. Very few. And that's what was happening on the 21st. Okay? These are these kind of clouds that they tell you, oh, this is a big shelf cloud and the cold air. And I mean, these clouds are biblical. These are the kind of clouds they talk about in the Bible. And I've shown you the magnetic fields of NIBIRU, and this is what it does. So this is Monday the 21st. Monday the 14th, I told you I captured screenshots and pics of the Crystal City with his cloak down, and I told you I'd copyright it. The 13th, which was the Sunday before that, I told you God told me to tell everyone he's coming. So I don't make this stuff up, folks. And there you had your gravitational pull on the 21st, which was approximately about 7 days later. Now, we were looking from Ohio, and we're looking southwest. We're looking here, because we were looking from Worcester, Ohio, to the southwest. Now, when we look from Worcester in Ohio, and we look into our southwest, that's where these guys were coming off of Northern Australia when they were coming to North America. The gravitational wave occurred somewhere around this northwestern part. And all it meant, like I said, God was coming. Okay? They posted this on the 22nd, but it actually happened on the 21st. Approximately 4 or 5 o'clock on the 21st. 3 months ago, I made a video and I said, the fifth angel sounded. Those with eyes will see. Keep oil in your lamps. So we're 3 months in, and we got until, the end of November. Now, the gravitational wave was detected indirectly observing celestial phenomena caused by gravitational waves. Okay? So while they're detecting celestial activity, they catch these gravitational waves. And it's not all the time that they do. That day was special. Now, yesterday in my last video, I told you guys they were coming on Saturday in this. And they didn't disappoint because they chemtrailed and chemtrailed and they chemtrailed. And I told B-Man after he posted the gravitational video that NIBIRU was in the sky big time, because this is from Saturday. And you see why they're chemtrailing. It's not a mystery. You know, Nibs is flying across the sky. These little white spots are from the windscreen, but this is pretty much what's going on. And Nibs is out there in a big way. This was Saturday at 4:12 p.m. And they started chemtrailing since early that morning at about 9 o'clock. This was NIBIRU going Saturday to the northeast. I have some of it on footage. But I just want you to see from Stone Mountain. This is Saturday, 4:45 p.m. The same winged planet that the Sumerians saw, just like I just showed you. It's ironic that it looks like a winged planet there, doesn't it? And that's because it's moving interdimensional and very fast. Now I took this screenshot from the weather cams, and I just showed you my own pic that I took myself. What more do you guys need? You know, I don't need an apology or to be buddy-buddy with all the big channels. But progress is happening slowly. I'm glad they're catching up. So it won't be that painful for us to make it over the hump. Antarctica is gonna go to the east. That's what climate change is. We're going back because we're moving counterclockwise. And this is why the earth is having so many changes and it's warming up. Now this is Saturday, 2 p.m. The same thing you're seeing, but from Colorado. You see them chemtrailing. That's Nibs coming in. It's the Crystal City was rushing in, doing this thing. This is Saturday. This is Nibs going towards the east, as I showed you. Now I told you from 11 o'clock, 9 o'clock that Saturday morning in my last video that they're coming from the southwest and they were going east. There's no need for me to make it up. That was Colorado. This is New York on Saturday. They're going east. Now, it's 5 hours ahead in Europe. So Europe is not going to see this. Look at that. This is the east. This is the southeast where the sun rises. So this shouldn't be here. This is how we get those anticipical rays coming off the east. Now, you're still going to get some doubters. This is Saturday. Same day. And you see the shadow is going to come off of Nibs because it's here. And you can see NIBIRU here, and it comes up here. And then it's going west. See, it's here. and then it's here. It's casting that shadow. That shadow is actually kind of like the infrared coming off the electromagnetics as it's spinning and reflecting the light. And this was all Saturday. You're seeing the same thing here. They're coming off the southwest. And you see what the skies look like. See here? Came up. Started here. Came up. Okay? Same day, all the same thing. I'm giving different footage from different places. You see what I mean? And then it's gone, just like that. Same thing over Atlanta. Saturday, around 4:30. There's your winged planet. It came up off the southwest. And the sun is going down. As you can see, it's still sitting there. Alright, people. You know, I'm the stone that the builder refused. They had no time for Major League Truth in the beginning, you know. It's a closed circuit. You got all these big dogs talking all this blah, 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 and they don't know anything about anything. I realize that YouTube is a business, and they need the finances. It's all good. Obviously, you can see this wave was made by something atmospheric, because it also moved the dust off of the land into the ocean. And you can see that that's for miles. Okay? And all this was on the 21st. It all started early. So they were in the southwest all day on that Monday on the 21st. Okay? There is no doubt about what I show you folks. You know, each of these pics or pictures I show you, they're priceless. It also looks like HARP is going on there, but that's just the same thing that NIBIRU is going off its electromagnetic field, and it's cloaked, and it's gonna make the clouds or the spiritual mist, the sanitizing, cleansing mist, or the clouds, whatever you want to call it, is going to make it look like that. I've told you many times, NIBIRU is an intergalactic ship, and everyone is now trying to catch on. As I've told you many times before, this was June 2018. Over a year ago, and the sun rises here and goes this way, west. This is also your west. You're actually looking north, northeast, north. So this has nothing to do with the sun. Nothing. This is where the sun rises in the morning, and it goes this way, like I said. As you can see, this is PM, and this is AM, and this is the sun. That doesn't look nothing like what we're seeing here. And this is the sun reflecting off the building in Seattle when it's setting in the west. So the sun doesn't set here. So, you know, if Samuel Hoffman had this, if Dave Dobb had this, I could go down the list. WSO, Claudia Albers, Planet X, Alex Lujan, Slightly Slanted Slew, Late Night in the Midlands, Jim Sa, Einstein, you know, Nostradamus, you name them. If they had it, it would be a thing. But because Major League Truth is as small as a mustard seed on YouTube, nobody's not paying attention yet. But they're getting there. They're getting the idea. And I'm just warming up. I'm not going to be like Rap the News and get on there and start cursing people out. This is Blue Kachina. This is NIBIRU reflecting off the water. 30 minutes after sunset. The sun set since 8:15. Right? A lot of these things you guys seen before. You know? This is in my book. This was on the 19th of June as the Crystal City came and formed an eye as I was closing my book. The golden capstone on it. And they all passed by. They did a flyby for me. Crystal City. Red Kachina. Red Kachina flew by like a dragon. June 19th, as I was closing off my book. So, there's no need for me to make things up, folks. I give you 100% facts. You know? What can they say? Same day. (2019), same thing I'm showing you as they're coming by, cause I'm about right here, and I'm looking up at what's going on. This is this. Okay? So there's no need for me to make it up, folks. I give it to you 100%. You know? God bless. Be safe. Lots of love to my peoples. Thanks for tuning in. You guys keep pushing it. Keep pushing this truth, because God is here in a serious way, folks. And, you know, playtime is over, like I said. It's not a joke. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody or, you know, whatever. I got a few minutes into Naughty Beaver's video, but it's 3 hours long. I don't think I'm gonna make it. You know? You know, some of that stuff he's talking about, I already knew most of that stuff. But he's got thousands of subscribers, and he's got money to be made. So, you know, kudos to him. Kudos to WSO. NIBIRU was a myth. Yeah, it was a damn myth. Yeah, it was supposed to screw everybody up. How could you name something so celestial and spiritual and so great, a planet X, that nobody knows nothing about? You guys need to get your stories together, man. Playtime is over. You know? Just like Earthly Patriots, she saw these orbs looking like planets from Cozumel, because Cozumel is back here. We're looking southwest. And that's your ship going across it. And that's NIBIRU in all its glory. You know? Some people doubt. There's no need to doubt. The evidence is right there in front of your face. Electromagnetic rays coming off. Look. Ship. Okay. Orb. So people, once again, thanks for tuning in. This was from today. So she either spoke about them chemtrailing in Arizona yesterday or today, but both days, similarly, NIBIRU was out in the same way. God bless, folks. Keep oil in your lamps. Put on your violet flame from head to toe. Surround your violet flame with the impenetrable fire platinum aura of God, and everything will be alright. Love, peace.